thank you everybody for joining our media availability today with Nashville SC players chosen for their home country's June international rosters. We have Jacob Schaffelberg from Canada for pre-Copa America friendlies, Walker Zimmerman for the U.S. men's national team final pre-Olympic training camp and friendly versus Japan, and Shaq Moore with the United States pre-Copa America friendlies as well. If we can start, the three of you guys, Jacob, with you, just go down the line, talk a little bit about what it means to you to be called up for your home country and what you're most looking forward to when you report to camp.
Yeah, it's always an honor to get the call. I have no idea which camera to look at, but I'm just gonna stare at this one, I guess. Yeah, it's always an honor to get the call up. I'm most looking forward to Jesse Marsh. I've heard great things about him, so to be coached by him would be really cool. Also, I've never been to the Netherlands or France, so that would be a cool experience as well.
Yeah, for me, first time with this group of players. Obviously, a few of them have been involved with the first team in the past, so I feel like I know a few of them, at least a little bit, but looking forward to meeting new teammates and setting the tone as we don't have that much time until the Olympics. So it'll be good to get some run out with that group, and just always an honor to represent your country. So I'm excited.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a privilege to be able to go into camp again. Obviously, we have a big summer coming up with the Copa America, so just want to put my best foot forward. It's always an honor representing your country, so I think it'll be fun, and I'm representing Nashville as well.
Great, thank you. We'll start in the room with questions. Claudia?
Walker, we know for previous experiences that you had that in most cases that what Greg does when you call you up is if you get an email, you're good. If you get a call, you're not. Is that how it happened this time? And also, when you talk about the younger guys in this group, I remember Winston McKinney saying one time that you were one of the guys that when things were going wrong, they could still come to you, either in or outside the field, to talk to you, and you were one of the guys that they look for.
Yeah. This is a conversation I've had with Greg going back to December, was this being a possibility of being involved with the Olympics this summer. That was when it first came onto my radar. And then with my knee injury, I knew it would be a really tough battle to get back to be in a good spot for Copa. And so it just kind of looked like things were kind of aligning. So this case, it was a little bit less stressful with the whole email situation. But yeah, in terms of what Weston's remarks were, I mean, always just wanting to be there for my teammates, whether they're younger or older. I think it'll be a good opportunity to lead some of these guys and learn from them as well, get some energy from their youth. But also just having had some bigger tournament experience, hopefully offer up pieces of advice for some of those guys as they head into what's arguably the biggest tournament of their career so far.
Yeah, Jacob, just ask you, I know you've had some international play already, but just how different is the international play from night in and night out in the MLS?
It's different. I guess MLS, you get a lot of time to prepare for every game. You're with your teammates every day, so going to international, like you're with them for a few days. I think this one I'll be training like 2 days before Netherlands, and then we play, so it's just very crammed, I guess, trying to get all the information. So that's one of the biggest differences, and it's nothing on Nashville, but it's like you're playing for your country, so it's like almost like even a step above, like just trying to put like everything into it. Not that I don't do that for Nashville.
That's crazy.
I was trying to put it like the best way possible, but it's just like, you're playing for your country, so it's just like such a privilege.
When you got that goal against the U.S., I mean, where does that rank in what you've done individually?
It's it's pretty high up there. It was one of the coolest experiences probably of my life. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Would have been nicer to do it against these guys, but
you wouldn't have scored against them.
No, I would have against Walker for sure.
Bob or Ernesto down there? Guys, good. All right, we'll go to Ben Wright on the Zoom.
Yeah, Jacob, you mentioned Jesse Marsh, and I'm just kind of curious, have you had any conversations with him? And I guess kind of what are you expecting from this new coaching staff?
Yeah, he gave me a call the other day. It was a really good call, exciting. He's looking to do a lot of pressing, so it should be fun. Kind of fits the fast-paced style that I like to play. So I'm looking forward to it and being able to learn more stuff about soccer. I guess.
It's always fun.
Ben, go ahead if you have a follow-up.
Yeah, Shaq, just curious for you, obviously the Copa America is not a tournament that the U.S. is in all the time. So I'm just kind of curious about maybe your perspective on the tournament, kind of if you've had some past experiences watching it and what you're looking forward to with the potential to play there.
Yeah, I've definitely, looked at it in the past, always big teams playing there, so it's definitely going to be fun. I think it's nice for the U.S. to be in there and also hosting it. I think it's, big step going into the World Cup in 2 years, so it's definitely, big opportunity for everyone against some good teams, and we're just hoping to, put our best foot forward and put on a good performance.
If anyone else on the Zoom has a question, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll go back to Claudio.
Jacob, well, I guess you guys kind of won the biggest prize of all, starting against Argentina on the first day in Atlanta. How do you like your chances against the world champions and Messi and all those guys?
I like them. I mean, it should be good. Exciting match. I'm sure it'll be a sold out game. So, I mean, we're all looking forward to it. We're all going to be up for it, and hope to get a good result.
And Chuck, just one for you. As hard as it is, and we know, and Walker, and you guys know how difficult it is to actually, making the team is one thing, making the starting lineups even harder with such many good players in the U.S. How do you like your chances this time about probably starting a game or remaining with the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think that's up to Greg. Obviously I just want to, get to camp and, compete and put my best foot forward. And then if I'm called upon, just be ready for the opportunity. So, it's definitely a good opportunity for everyone. And, just trying to get there, compete and then, hope for the best.
Corey?
Yeah, Walker, I just wanted to ask you about, you talked about the biggest tournament of these guys' lives. They're going to be wide-eyed with the opportunity. You've been there. I think you have 42 international matches.
I have no idea. Something like that.
At what point do you start looking back on it a little bit differently now, as far as appreciating it and appreciating everyone you've got the rest of the way?
I think I've appreciated every single one. I think that's what makes a lot of professional athletes successful is they don't take anything for granted. So anytime you get to get an international cap, whether that's going to be with full team or with the Olympic team, that's such an honor. And I don't want to, look at it as, this would be really cool to play one more game. I'm never thinking about that. It's always, this is the next game, this is the next task. So I think something about staying present is very key in those moments, in those tournaments. It's not about, we have a game versus France, and then if we can do that, if we win that, then we have New Zealand, if we get a tie there, if we can win against, you don't think ahead. You just take it one play at a time, make sure your preparation is key, and you just go moment by moment. And I think that's the only way to tackle these big tournaments. So even for the guys this summer, I know that's on their mind too, is one practice at a time, one play at a time when you're in the game, and you look at the results afterwards.
Is that your advice to these guys you're going to be talking to?
100%. Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't be like, we could win a medal at the Olympics. It's like, we got 3 group games, but you start with the first one and you move on from there, and everything changes so fast. Results change circumstances very quickly. So being present is a big part of these big moments.
We'll go back to Ben on Zoom.
Yeah, Walker, for you, obviously you've played, like you mentioned, at 42, whatever international games it is, played in the World Cup. The Olympics kind of feels like a bucket list type of experience, not just for soccer, but sport in general. Kind of just thinking about the potential to play in it, what kind of goes through your mind, and is it something you kind of looked at as a kid, thinking like, I want to do this one day?
Definitely. With my cycle, I wasn't involved in the original qualification, but I was in the home and home playoff against Colombia, where we ended up not qualifying to go through. And so that was kind of the moment where that there's always 3 overage players for the Olympics, but when that happened and we lost to Colombia and I was there in the locker room, I remember I was like, there goes my chance of being in the Olympics. That would have been amazing. Definitely something you dream about as a kid. You grow up watching it, watching opening ceremonies, staying up late, watching the U.S. walk around the track, and for sure dream about it. And growing up, it wasn't just soccer for me. I love all sports, appreciate them all, and had the best time playing them or watching them. So the Olympics is the penultimate sporting event in the world, and that's what makes it really exciting, the prospect of doing that.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
You didn't ask him where he's getting his Olympic tattoo.
Walker, did you say you grew up watching Clint Mathis?
I did, yeah.
I